Okay, here we are inside of SnagIt 11.3.0, November of 2013. Over here on the left you have the standard library view, okay, your applications view. You can look at, categorized by applications, recent captures, blah blah blah. Okay, this is collapsible, so you don't have to look at it all except for this little menu here. You can undock it, dock it on the other side, so you have a choice of where you want to put it. I like it on the right for whatever reason. Now let's take a peek at folders view. Okay, here we are in folders view. Here's my two external hard drives. If you want to work with just your libraries, it's a fairly condensed menu. Okay, now it's, odds are you're going to be working with pictures. Now if you got a lot of pictures, the menu starts getting big fairly quickly. Okay, this is one of the things that if, I have two additional internal hard drives on my PC. Okay, I open this up, and with these two volumes here, if I start getting into these menus, okay, you start getting into, you need to do some scrolling. And then if you start getting into my external hard drives, okay, this menu starts getting a little difficult to navigate. So there's some plus and minuses to this particular system. But there's also some true advantages. Okay, what's the advantages in my opinion? Okay, now let's say you're working on this image. Now there's what was his name? Peter something. Anyway, he had these super stamps where you get 1,300 stamps and arrows and blah 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 for $20 or whatever it was, and people were downloading them, but they couldn't access them from the stamps folder with any kind of organization. And so basically they bought the stamps, and it was pretty impossible for them to access them because there was just no way to organize them, and people complained about it. Well, in SnagIt 11, you could put all your callouts in a folder. Okay, I just downloaded these this morning just because I wanted a good example. But okay, now let's say you wanted to add this callout to this image of this woman. Okay, you double click it, it would put it down here. Okay, open up your image, drag it, and use it. Okay, now that's easier than open up Windows Explorer and navigating to pictures and opening your folder and dragging it in. Okay, you could do it that way, but this is a slower way of doing things. Okay, it's not tons faster, but it will save you some time. So okay, this is one of the advantages of this system. What's another advantage? Okay, let's say you're done with this image, you edit it, blah blah blah, so forth and so on, and you want to save it to this folder. You just come down here, grab it, you drag it up to that folder, let go. That didn't work out correctly. You drag it up to this folder and you let go. No, it worked correctly because it's because it's a PNG image. It just put the image in there. What I'm trying to demonstrate is when you're working on an unsaved snag file, which is a typical capture, this is what will happen. Now it opens up a save dialog. I can save it as a PNG, save it as a whatever. So let's just save it as a PNG. open it, and it saved it with the call out and everything else rather than just saving only the image. So obviously it doesn't save edits if you're doing this with a PNG. So when I dug into this further, I discovered is what it actually did was it moved it from its original folder into the new folder. So it basically lets you rearrange images within the Windows folder structure. So, but I can see where people that were efficient at using this save themselves a lot of time. So that's kind of the long and the short of it. I can understand why people miss it. That's the end of my little presentation, and I hope that sheds a little light on the subject. End of story. That is all.